Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we are going to have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mars, which on October 22nd is going to enter the sign of Libra, and it is going to be transiting in the Libra sign till December 4th. So what kind of results we can expect, how other planets in transit are going to be contributing to this movement of Mars, and what is going to be the customized results for all the ascendants. So that is something which we will try to understand in this video. So friends, to begin with, trust me, I don't know how you would have taken the transit of Mars in the Virgo sign where it was transiting before, but trust me, in my life Mars is a very important planet for me. It is my ascendant lord, and its transit in the Virgo sign actually brought a chaos in my daily work life. So after, it is definitely going to be a sigh of relief that Mars is going to be leaving its discomfort state and it is going to be entering the sign of Libra. And friends, as you know this thing that Mars in itself, which is a significator of energy, courage, willpower, your determination, the placement of Mars, whether in your chart or in the transit, just tells about in which area of life you are going to be asserting yourself. Your major focus, your energies are going to be asserted in which specific area of life. And as you know this thing that Mars is a planet which thrive, which flourish on competition, which flourish on little bit of the conflicts as well. So it becomes very important to monitor the movement of Mars, because it could actually lead you towards your goal setting, towards your wish fulfillment by asserting to the best of your capabilities, or it could also make you get involved in all sort of dispute, all sort of arguments as well. Now friends, coming to the Libra sign. Now as we all know that Libra is originally the 7th house energy, which is all about relationship, which is all about your public image, which is all about maintaining diplomacy, harmony and tact. Now friends, when we talk about the transit of the Mars in the Libra sign, let me give you a very good example of that. So once what happened in a English parliament, when the session was going very heated up, so this lady, she was very frustrated, very angry at Winston Churchill. So she said, "Mr. Churchill, had you been my husband, I would have put poison in your tea." So Mr. Winston Churchill, he replied that, "Lady, if you will be my wife, I will drink that tea." So what I'm trying to say over here is that friends, the influence of Mars in the Libra is all about enthusiasm in partnership. This could also make you persuasive, but it could also lead to arguments as well. The good part is that friends, whenever we talk about anything to do with the Martian energy, it is all about having a fixed goals and very driven towards the achievement and accomplishment of goals. Like trust me, if you have to actually define what is bad or what is evil in the world, so evil is nothing, just the misplaced energy. So that is the only reason friends, whenever we talk about appeasing the energies of the planet Mars, why we worship Lord Hanuman like one of the Hindu god. Like when we talk about the gods of strength, courage, power, we have Lord Narsingh as well, we have Lord Kartikeya as well, but specifically the worship of Lord Hanuman is important because Lord Hanuman in itself embodies devotion and service. And trust me, if you start worshipping Lord Hanuman, and you will be able to acquire all these traits, learn and get inspired from the traits of service and devotion. So trust me, whether your Mars is afflicted, your Mars is very strong, it's very weak, you will be able to channelize your energies in the right direction. So now friends, coming back to the transit of Mars in the Libra, so that is all about focus on the energies, focus on the drive. Let's say for example, if in your case you have anything to do with the relationship, anything to do with dispute management, anything to do with judiciary, advertising, commercial interest, you are in business, so the transit of Mars in the Libra can actually accelerate all of your prospects, all of your endeavors in the life wheresoever you will be engaged in. And the beauty is that friends, just because the past 1.5 months have been very hard on me, trust me, even if I have to cry, I will not hesitate, because yeah, it's like Jupiter was retrograde, Saturn was retrograde, Mars was also in a very sensitive placement, so because of which there was lot of turmoil. But now as the planetary movement is taking a shift, things can take a better turn. Beyond doubt, Sun is going to be in the Libra as well, but because of the concentration of the Mars and the Sun in the Libra, and if in your case Libra is a very important aspect in your life, in your chart, like your moon sign is Libra, your ascendant is Libra, ascendant lord is in Libra, major concentration of the planets is in Libra, so you can definitely get benefited. And like the way friends, whenever we talk about the importance of the zodiac sign, so planets are the moving embodiment of energies, but the way they function, the style with which they function, it all comes down to the innate qualities of the zodiac signs. And when we talk about Libra, so Libra is a very benefic energy, is an energy of tact, diplomacy, which we have already discussed. It is all about camaraderie, sharing, and being in the pursuit of knowledge. It is the original 7th house energy, so a lot of attachment and importance also being given to your public image, highest of the titles, how you deal, you project yourself in the world, fame, prospects. So because of which the transit of Mars in the Libra is definitely going to be triggering or creating some very good energy for everyone. So okay friends, now we will come back to the point of having our discussion customized to all the ascendants. So now beginning with the Aries ascendant native. So trust me friends, sigh of relief is on your way, because whenever we talk about the Dushtana Bhav of the chart, so the case with the Aries ascendant native is that definitely the same planet which rules your ascendant has got the rulership of your 8th house as well. So you do not have to worry anytime about the 8th house ownership. Even the 12th house is being ruled by the planet which is your 9th house lord as well. It's only the 6th house transit of Mars which is always a bone of contention or a matter of worry. So finally Mars is going to come out of your 6th house. It is going to be transiting in your 7th house, and because of the involvement of, like, Sun is already going to be transiting in your 7th house, Saturn is also like very much empowered in your 10th house. So I would say with the movement of your ascendant lord going to the 7th house, the whole concentration might go towards your commercial interest, your public image, the way you deal with the world, the way you deal with the people. Let's say for example, for some of the people in whose case getting married is getting qualified, so all those prospects can also happen, because as you know that Jupiter is finally out of its retrograde motion, and on 19th of November, once Jupiter is going to enter the sign of Aquarius, there is going to be a prime yoga of marriage and relationship which is going to be getting formed for all the Aries ascendant native. The only one thing friends which I want to say over here is that friends, try to understand the Martian energy. Martian energy is something, and the 7th house also represents people with whom you have a deep bond. So now what happens is that if you know how to channel and handle the Martian energy, it could actually make you very much protective towards your near and dear people. And let's say for example, if you do not know how to handle the surge of the Martian energy, it could also make you someone who is always bursting out towards and on to the people close to or dear to him. So it all comes down to how you're going to channelize the energy. But yes friends, for the prospects of your public image, if you are a politician, you are a content creator, you are single, aspiring to or awaiting to get into relationship, so all those prospects can trigger for all the Aries ascendant native. And along with that, like the way I have already said this thing, that the prospects of public image, business, growth in business, relationship management, and let's say for example, even if in your case, because whenever we talk about the court houses as well, like if 6th house is the house of dispute, 8th house is the house of the actual battleground, 7th house is also connected to the judiciary as well. So I would also say all those people who are connected to the judiciary or anything to do with law, so all those people can also get benefited because of the transit or shift of the Mars in your 7th house. One thing which I want to say over here is that friends, because Mars is a little bit impulsive energy, so I would say that, let's say for example, if you are actually on a lookout for relationship, for marriage and all of that, so I would say try to spend time with the person you will run into, because the Martian energy is always very quick to come to conclusion. So it should not be a case that you run into someone just after a few dates, you just made up your mind that this person is my soulmate. So give it some time, spend some quality time before coming to any final conclusion on the relationship front. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Taurus ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, as you know that Mars is going to be entering your sixth house, which is nothing to worry about, because for the Taurus ascendant native, the same planet which has got the rulership of your ascendant also rules your sixth house as well. So you are completely immune and you have that potential within you to deal with any challenges which erupts from the sixth house. So you cannot blame the outside world or the people close to you for the debts which you have accumulated, or for the diseases or the health related concerns which you might be having because of your wrong lifestyle choices, because the whole onus or the whole accountability of your sixth house comes to you only. So now friends, the transit of Mars in your sixth house is definitely going to trigger up the sixth house related matters. Now it could all work for your betterment as well. Let's say for example, if in your case, in your daily work life, in your work environment, there has been some sort of conflicts which might be happening. So now you will be able to do justice to those conflicts, or in a very efficient way you will be able to arbitrate any of those dispute. The second thing is that if in your case you are right now in a state or in that stage of the life where you have to appear for any competition, any competitive exam, any sort of presentation, any sort of like goals which you are aspiring or heading towards. So I would say with the transit of Mars, it is actually going to trigger up and stir up the energy in the prospects of your sixth house, making you a very competitive candidate, a very strong candidate in the face of any competition. And also friends, let's say for example in your daily life, if you need to bring some new lifestyle changes, you need to start some new diet, again you have to head back to gym, you have to get back to the shape. So I would say, because we all know that we are very much heading close towards the year ending, and this is the time when people start making their new year resolution. Some people who have the plans for Christmas and New Year, they want to get back to the shape and all, want to lose out extra kilos. So I would say this is the right time for you guys to head to the gym, get back to the shape, and in your daily work life, whatsoever new schedule, new changes you want to bring in. So the transit of Mars in the sixth house is definitely going to make you empower enough or facilitate all those successful changes in your life. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all the Gemini ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, as you know that Mars is going to be transiting in your fifth house. So friends, for the Gemini ascendant natives, Mars is not a very promising important planet for you guys, but it has got the rulership of your sixth house, and it has got the rulership of your 11th house as well. So I would say friends, with this transit of Mars in the fifth house, first thing which I want to say over here is that in the matters of the relationship, try not to be very rash, try not to be very impulsive, or try not to be very quick to conclusion. That's the one approach which I want to advise. Second thing is that if you already keep on having some difficulties with your children and all, so this time you need to monitor yourself. Try to take a persuasive or diplomatic approach rather than argumentative. The third thing is that friends, like fifth house also has to do with our art, creativity, with speculative interest. So specifically for the commercial interest, for people engaged in art and creativity, people who are still students going through academics, or let's say for example stock market trading interest, if that is getting qualified in your case, so in those areas of life some benefits can still materialize. So I would say this transit for the commercial and the financial interest perspective is creating positive energy for the Gemini ascendant natives. But in order to deal with the living signification of the fifth house, which is about children, which is about the romance and all those prospects of the life, there you have to maintain healthy balance and you have to act with proper caution and contemplation. And also friends, fifth house also has to do with the recreational activities. Fifth house also has to do with the sports and all. So I would say, like, the thrust of energy in your fifth house can trigger all those aspects as well. So you might be taking interest in hiking, biking, going on road trip with your friends and your buddies. So all those enjoyable experiences can still materialize. Moving ahead, friends. Now, if you want to understand the results for all the Cancer ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, Mars is a very important planet for you guys. And just because in the transit, Mars is going to be entering your fourth house. So one thing is that, friends, as you know that Cancer ascendant native, they tend to remain very emotional, very intuitive, very impressionable. So in your domestic life, there might be some sort of energy which suddenly get surged up. Now the good part and the beauty of this transit of Mars is that, friends, in your case, as you know this thing that Mars has also got the rulership of your 10th house as well, and along with that it has also got the rulership of your 5th house. So becoming a Yog Karaka planet for you guys, I would say, friends, that this is definitely going to be the time when you will find that the drive and the motivation is coming deep within from you. Now friends, it all comes down to how you're going to utilize that, how you're going to channelize that. But this is actually a time to feel driven, to feel motivated. Let's say, for example, if in your case anything to do with the being a realtor, working in the fields of real estate, construction, if that is getting qualified in your case, anything to do with manpower management and all, so you can get benefited because of the transit of Mars in your 4th house. The only thing is that, friends, like when we talk about anything to do with Mars influencing the 4th house, it starts working on the resentment aspect as well. So my advice to all the Cancer ascendant native is that try to keep yourself busy. Only if we have nothing to do and we are just thinking and grinding on our past, we take out and we extract all the resentment, all the betrayals, all the wounded memories, and we start bothering ourselves, troubling ourselves and the people around us. So my advice to you, all the Cancer ascendant native, is that try to keep yourself busy, and the living signification of the 4th house, whether your mother or people in your home environment, try to be bit rational in your dealing with them rather than busting out on them. Moving ahead, friends. Now, if you want to understand the results for all the Leo ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, definitely Mars is a very important planet for you guys as well. And in transit, it is going to enter your 3rd house. So friends, try to understand this thing, that just because Mars has got the rulership of your 9th house, the house of Dharma, and it has also got the rulership of your 4th house, of your inner emotional fulfillment. So I would say, friends, the transit of Mars in the 3rd house is a very good sign for initiating anything. Because let's say, for example, like you have been long working hard and you think that you lack that sort of direction, or your initiatives are not reaping result. Because friends, try to understand this thing. Shortly from 17th of October till 15th of November, your ascendant Lord Sun is also going to be debilitated in the 3rd house. And I have already explained this point at the time when we were discussing the Sun transit video, that it doesn't mean that you will get defamed. It just like that, the Sun being weak, it just means you need to learn to humble your ego. That is the only lesson which comes with a weak Sun. And the second thing is that, friends, just because the 9th house Lord in itself carry all the blessing, all the fortune, if that is going to be transiting in the 3rd house, so that means all those initiatives you are going to take, the divinity is definitely going to help you, guide you, or protect you as well. So I would say, friends, just keep in mind that not to get into conflicts with the living signification of the 3rd house, which are your friends, which are your younger siblings, which are your colleagues, your comrades. So just try not to be bit rash while dealing with the living signification of the 3rd house. But apart from that, friends, if you work in the fields of journalism, sales, marketing, you are a self-employed person, content creator, so I would say the surge of energy in your 3rd house can actually create some opportunity for all the Leo ascendant natives. Moving ahead, friends. Now, if you want to understand the results for all the Virgo ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, Mars, which is not a very important planet for you, and in transit, it is going to be entering your 2nd house. So friends, all the prospects of your finances are definitely going to get triggered up. So I would say, friends, on the matter of your finances, take very rational, take very wise decision. Try not to take any decision driven by impulse. And also friends, like when we talk about the 8th house energy coming to your second house, so try to avoid yourself being a part of any contentious situation or losing out money, shelling out money on all the unethical things. So try to be watchful of that. And I would say friends, like second house also has to do with our speech as well. So try to be mindful when you are interacting, you're talking on all the important matters with the people around you. And along with that friends, the only benefic side which I'm seeing with this transit of Mars in the second house is that, let's say for example, if you are giving proper attention to your financial judgment and decision making, and there have been some sort of decision which needs to be taken long time back, you have been just in a mode of procrastination. So this transit of Mars in your second house can actually trigger up or spark that initiative on those financial decisions which needs to be taken. And lastly friends, like second house also tells about our values. Second house also tells about people who are very close and very dear to us. So I would say friends, try to remain very respectful towards the people who work for you. This could be your servants, any elderly members within your family. So try to remain very respectful to them, and that is something which I want to say for all the Virgo ascendant natives. Moving ahead friends, for all the Libra ascendant natives, the transit of Mars is going to be impacting or influencing your first house. So friends, as you know this thing that Mars is a very important planet for you. It has got the rulership of your 7th house, and it has got the rulership of your second house as well. So the transit of Mars in the first house is definitely going to trigger up the energy. It is definitely going to make you more driven, more confident, and you will be able to exert yourself to the best of your capabilities. Let's say for example, if in your case any sort of facing the world, public, government, you work in government, you work in judiciary, you are an actor, you work in any sort of public seat. So I would say it is definitely going to make you very empowered, put you in an empowered position. You will be able to demonstrate good leadership qualities. But the only concern is that friends, Mars in itself, see, the energy of Mars is coming to your first house, and it has got the rulership of the 7th house as well. So just like that, a lot will be expected out of you. People might try to overpower you with their opinions, with their views. So try to remain well prepared, well guarded with your response, with your preparation, in order to deal with the force of I would not say resistance, but yes, the force which is going to come to you, or the things which could be expected out of you in order to fulfill your duties and responsibilities. So remain well guarded for that. And I would say friends, like specifically on the matter of your finances, or let's say for example, you are an entrepreneur, you are a self-employed person, you have your own business. So the transit of Mars in your first house can also spark or create some opportunity for you as well. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand the results for all these Scorpio ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, like the way you know this thing that Mars has got the rulership of your it has got the rulership of your 6th house, and it is also your ascendant lord as well. And in transit, Mars is going to enter the 12th house. So friends, one thing which I want to advise to all the Scorpio ascendant native is that things are about to get better for you, specifically on the account of conflicts, on the account of dealing with conflicts and all. So all the things are going to get better very soon for you. Once on 4th of December, Mars is going to enter your first house, then the second house, and moving on to the third house. But right now, as you know that a planet which has got the rulership of your ascendant, like to be honest, the time which all the Aries ascendant natives faced in past couple of weeks and a month and a half. So same is the situation which is now getting applied in your case. A 6th house lord owner and getting concentrated, empowered in the 12th house. So 6th house is the house of dispute, 12th house is the house of hidden enemies. So I would say by yourself, deliberately do not spark or initiate any conflict. As much as you can avoid any dispute, any conflict, it is much better for you. And the worship of Lord Hanuman can bring some wonderful results for you. And let's say for example, even on the matters of sensuality or anything to do with the passion and the sexuality, there has to be proper balance over there as well. Because friends, the 12th house is not only getting empowered with the Martian presence, but also sun has also gone over there, and sun is your 10th house lord as well. So whatsoever your energies are, your life force, ascendant, 6th house conflict, 10th house your public image, everything is getting concentrated in the 12th house. So this is the time for you to keep a low key, specifically only if your dealings are unethical. If you are a person who's very disciplined, who's very righteous, whose life and actions are filled with integrity, and you are a devotee of Lord Hanuman as well, then you do not have to worry about anything. So that is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of the results, transit results for all the Scorpio ascendant natives. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives. So friends, in your case, as you can see that Mars is going to be transiting in your 11th house, which can be seen as a very good energy, because friends, definitely, although Mars has got the rulership of your 12th house, but it has also got the rulership of your important trine house as well, because of which Mars is a very auspicious planet for you guys, and its transit in the 11th house can actually spark some opportunity for you. Let's say, for example, if you work in the fields of stock market, trading, speculation, you can get benefited. You might run into someone very influential, and because of the support of someone you get introduced to, he might give you some opportunity. So from all of those perspective, whether you work in the fields of art, entertainment, creativity, sales, media, marketing, you have your own business, so this transit of Mars in the 11th house can actually trigger up some opportunity for all these Sagittarius ascendant native. The only thing is that, friends, like Libra in itself is an energy of relationship management. 11th house is again the house of relationship management. So your social life is definitely and bound to get very active, because Sun is also going to be transiting in the 11th house. But it all comes down to how you behave, your demeanor, your conduct in a public setting. So try not to be very forceful, try not to be taking sides, and if you can maintain a balance and harmony, so your social life is definitely going to get flourished, and some opportunity can also get generated because of your social and your active life. So from that perspective, the transit of Mars in your 11th house is definitely going to be creating some very positive energy for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives. Moving ahead, friends, for all the Capricorn ascendant natives, Mars is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So friends, as you know this thing that Mars is a neutral planet for you guys, but it has got the rulership of some important houses. It has got the rulership of your 11th house, and it has also got the rulership of your 4th house as well. So I would say, friends, the transit of Mars for the Capricorn ascendant native is something taking those actions which your heart craves for, because our heart only craves for our goals and our hopes. And in your case, Mars has got the rulership of the 4th house of your emotions, your feelings, your core of the heart, and the 11th house of your goals and your wishes. So I would say, friends, definitely some important steps are bound to be taken by you during this transit of Mars, because try to understand this thing. Your ascendant is already in a very strengthened state, because Saturn is transiting right over there, encouraging you to take some important lifetime decision. It is actually trying hard to give you life lessons. And with this transit of Mars in your 10th house, so Saturn might facilitate through Mars some important actions, some important professional career decisions as well. So remain very much open towards whatsoever will be happening in your professional front during this transit of Mars in your 10th house. Now, whether if some change happens, some new opportunity happens, some criticism comes your way, but whatsoever happens, receive it, take it with the open arms as the blessings and the grace of the gods. That is something which I want to say for all the Capricorn ascendant natives. Moving ahead, friends, for all the Aquarius ascendant natives, Mars is going to be transiting in your 9th house of your luck, of your fortune, and Mars has got the rulership of your 3rd house, of your initiatives, of your efforts, and it has also got the rulership of your 10th house as well, of your profession, of your public image. So friends, try to understand this thing, that the 3rd house lord and the 10th house lord going in the 9th house is a very positive, very good energy, in a way that, let's say for example, on your professional career front, you have been taking lot of initiatives, and all of your endeavors, your initiatives are proving to be futile, not reaping any result. So this transit of Mars in the 9th house of luck and fortune can actually move the wheel, can actually stir up all of those dead attempts which did not reap you any results. And along with that, friends, let's say for example, for long you have been working on some idea, some business idea, you are a writer, you are a content creator, so the support of luck can help you. There could be some sort of last moment travels which can also facilitate. And along with that, friends, if you are a postgraduate student, you are going through higher studies, or any concerns of visa, if that is getting qualified in your case, any concern of immigration is getting qualified in your case, so you can also get benefited because of the transit of Mars in your 9th house. The only one thing, friends, which I want to say and to advise to all the Aquarius ascendant native is that recitation of Hanuman Chalisa and the worship of Lord Hanuman during this time when Mars is transiting in your 9th house, specifically on the Tuesdays and on Saturdays, can actually bring some very wonderful results for all the Aquarius ascendant natives. And lastly, friends, for all the Pisces ascendant natives, friends, Mars is going to be entering your 8th house. So friends, as you know this thing that Mars has got the rulership of your 2nd house of your finances, and it has also got the rulership of your 9th house as well. So because of the rulership of the 9th house, Mars is definitely a important or a auspicious planet for you guys. But the transit of Mars in the 8th house is always a sensitive energy. So I would say, on the matter of your relationship, try not to take any impulsive, rash or sudden decision, because many times what happens is that, friends, whatsoever happens in the 8th house, there is always a mystery, there is always a confusion or controversy involved over there. So you never know that other people who might have a biased opinion or agendas, they might fuel you up, go against your friend, your partner. So those kind of misguiding energy remains at its peak whenever Mars transit in your 8th house. So try to remain very much watchful of that. The second thing is that, friends, I would say that if in your case your livelihood, your source of income is straight away connected with the 8th house related matters, whether you are in the fields of anything to do with the disaster management, anything to do with the research, exploration, psychic fields, mystic fields, petroleum, if these things are getting qualified in your case, even if you work in the adult industry, so I would say the transit of Mars in the 8th house can trigger up some new financial gain, some opportunity for all the Pisces ascendant natives. But still, friends, I would say that on your daily financial management and decision making, try to take very rational and very calm decision rather than taking decision out of whims, out of impulse. And I would say, friends, any charities, any donations done by you during this time when Mars is transiting in your 8th house can create some very positive energy for all the Pisces ascendant natives. So that is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this transit of Mars in the Libra sign for all the ascendants. For further more updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad. Jai Shri Ram.